The Bible has been edited 900 times from 16th century to today because people have been debating whether the message of Bible stands correct or not. But there is only one eternal truth, and that eternal truth is the kingdom of heaven lies inside of you. This truth cannot be edited because it is the eternal truth. It has no beginning, it has no end, it cannot be translated into another interpretation, it cannot be edited. It is the truth. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of you. So, if the kingdom of heaven really lies inside of you, you must ask yourself, why are you afflicted with panic attacks and anxiety? That's because you haven't done any work in order to find the kingdom of heaven that is inside of you. Because your mind is a monkey mind. Your mind has a characteristic of a monkey. It just moves to the familiar traumatic past event, or it moves to an anticipatory future event that is the worst possible case scenario for you. But if you train your mind to become centered in this present moment, then there is a chance that you can connect with the kingdom of heaven that lies inside of you. Because all sorts of wonderful possibilities exist only in this graceful present moment. So, the one thing that you must learn if you're watching this video is to be able to keep your mind on this graceful present moment. You can absolutely do that. Do not be discouraged. If you learn the technique, a very simple yogic technique, then your mind will be completely centered in the present moment. You will gain access to the kingdom of heaven that lies inside of you, and then you will become a magnet for all the wonderful circumstances in your life. The other thing that I am about to discuss in this video is how feeling is the secret of attracting the life that you desire. The kingdom of heaven that lies inside of you is equal to the amazing feelings, amazing elevated emotions that lies inside of you. But right now, your body is a storehouse of negative emotions like anxiety, worry, concern, panic, resentment, anger, frustration, competition, trying to manipulate other people, trying to manipulate this world into getting what you want. That's what your body knows. But if you can teach your body to feel the amazing elevated emotions of gratitude, joy, empowerment, confidence, completeness, wholeness, then you have just unlocked kingdom of heaven inside of you. And once you have unlocked kingdom of heaven inside of you, you're not going to have to go to any therapy sessions. You're not going to have to take any anxiety pills. Your friends and family will stop worrying about you. They are going to ask you questions like, John, how did you become so peaceful and relaxed all of a sudden? Your girlfriend who left you for another guy will start to say to her friends, oh my God, John has finally become the man of my dreams. And the sad part is now he is out of my league. You will be able to wake up in the morning with a big smile on your face instead of racing heart and racing thoughts in your head. Because this happened to me as well 4 years ago when I was training to become a doctor in medical school in Nepal. I suddenly got a panic attack. And then my life changed because I didn't want to go to therapy sessions or buy anxiety pills because they were not going to treat the root cause. So I started to look within. I started to study about spirituality, about human consciousness, about the power of human mind, about the true essence of religion. Then I found all these spiritual mentors from the East as well as spiritual mentors from the West. People like Neville Goddard, Joe Dispenza, people like Osho, J. Krishnamurti, Aurobindo. I studied all of them. I studied all their books. I did a lot of techniques and in just 5 months, I was able to completely get rid of anxiety and panic attacks. When I started out in this meditative journey, I could not sit still for even 1 minute. I just had to move because I thought that panic attack inside of me, panic inside of me, or anxiety inside of me, or some force that is outside of me would just kill me if I just sat there still, unmoving. But gradually I learned how to sit still or lay down still, and once I did that, everything started to became become wonderful in my life. Now, if you want to learn how to unlock the kingdom of heaven inside of you, you must learn how to sit still or lay down still. And that is what I am about to teach you in this video. And that sitting still or laying down still is known as yoga nidra. People like Dr. Andrew Huberman have been calling yoga nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol, but it is just yogic sleep. You just close your eyes and you put your attention all over your body until you achieve a state of relaxation or a sense of sleepiness. That's what gets you in this state where you're absolutely still, where you're unmoving, and you can dive deep into your mind. When you do yoga nidra, you can use your attention on the things that you actually desire. Because right now, your attention is either going to go to the past or to the worst possible case in the future. But after you do yoga nidra, your attention will be placed on the wonderful imaginal act that you will be creating out of your mind. When you do yoga nidra, you can start to imagine all these wonderful things, like you're dating a pretty girl, you're kissing her, you're smelling her perfume, and she is complimenting you on how peaceful you have become. You can imagine all the things that you're going to do after you have become free from panic attacks. Like you can finally drink coffee again, you can finally smell the aroma of coffee and say to yourself, wow, I have finally become free from panic attacks. And when you start to imagine all these wonderful things happening to you after you do yoga nidra, these imaginal scenes are actually going to materialize into existence. Because imagination is reality if you properly know how to imagine. Your imagination right now is weak because you cannot feel the feelings out of your imagination. But if you learn how to do yoga nidra, how to imagine by involving all of your senses, and how to mentally rehearse all of this imaginal act and embrace the emotions of those imaginal act to feel all these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, then you can absolutely unlock the kingdom of heaven that lies inside of you. You will become free from panic attacks, and the best part is you will be a magnet for all the wonderful circumstances in your life. Because the external circumstances that are in your life currently are tragic. Why? Because you have a bad state of mind. You're vibrating in a low state of consciousness. But if you do yoga nidra correctly, and if you imagine correctly, and if you feel these elevated emotions through your imaginal act, then you become a magnet for all the wonderful circumstances in your life. This is the reason why yogis have been calling this external reality of ours as Maya, as illusion, as a magical lie. We do not have one world. We have 8 billion personal world. Every person creates his own world through his own state of mind. If your state of mind is bad, your personal world will be bad. You will be faced with one tragic circumstance after another. So learn how to upgrade your state of mind, and you will be faced with one wonderful circumstance after another. And you will just scratch your head and you'll just start to say to yourself, wow, why did I not find this simple technique? Why did I not stumble onto this video 2 years ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago? Because this can literally change your life. Now, if you want to learn how to do yoga nidra and how to imagine wonderfully, how to feel the emotions of your imaginal act correctly, then I offer one-to-one online personalized coaching. So if you want that, message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and the pinned comment section down below. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.